Ashley Metzger from the Desert Water Agency is here, and of course we got a lot of stuff to talk about, folks, in town for the big festival. But first, I want to talk about water restrictions because the state is working on that, and once it's decided at the state level, you guys here at the individual board level have to approve those.
That's right. So we are waiting. The state's having a webinar on April 21st about their plan essentially with the restrictions, and then we anticipate that in early May, mid-May, they may release something, at which point our board would step up and dole out the restrictions here in our community. So we're looking at things like not watering during the day, light hours, restaurants having to serve water only upon request, increased water waste patrols, things like that. Familiar from the last drought back in 2015, we had restrictions similar to that.
We have been through those before. Partner water agencies have enacted some of those or are working to do so now, just kind of getting ahead of the curve. But you're waiting to see exactly what the state is kind of putting down the pipeline.
That's right. There are some of these elements that are really TBD, and we want to make sure that when we get our restrictions out to our customers, that there's a clear, consistent message, and we're able to ask them to act. And it's a challenging message because, as we've talked many times, our aquifer is in very good condition. It's healthy. We're not really having a shortage here, but it's a statewide problem that we are kind of offering support to through these actions.
All right, let's talk about what's going on here. Water festival goers and water usage.
Yes, so obviously a lot of people in town in April, whether it be the festivals or spring break or even just locals out enjoying the last of the good weather. So want to remind people as it heats up, it's really important to hydrate. Especially if you're here and you're thinking about going on a hike, make sure you bring plenty of water, you go out really early, you keep your pets hydrated. Even if you're poolside, stay hydrated. And I'm not talking about adult beverages or even coffee or soda. You really need that
Those
water.
are dehydrating vegetables, beverages.
That's right. And, tourism does have a footprint here in the Coachella Valley, a water footprint. So we want people, when they come, to understand that we really do care about water conservation in our desert, even though it's an oasis. So there are some pretty cool things that we've done. We're partnering with Palm Springs Airport on a demonstration garden so that when people land here, they'll see some nice desert landscaping. And, obviously getting messages out to hotels and even short-term vacation rentals so that the people staying there know how much we care about saving water.
Well, we appreciate your efforts, and you can go to dwa.org. You can find out more information, 760-323-4971. Ashley, always a pleasure. Do our part to conserve. It's not just for us here in the desert, but for the entire state. Thank you. We'll be right back after the break.